Oh, but I'm over. If you got the love and you bide your time, you feel we will be fine. So come on.
I can't believe you're the only one who sang, man. I can't believe it.
Come on.
That's because I forgot being muted, didn't I? I was singing along as well. I was singing better than the person who sang it. Me. Nearly got to number 1 on TikTok. You get me? Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably fair. First of all, we're going to start off with George Floyd, of course.
I knew you was going to say that.
Yeah, they got, well, actually, I put it in the title, but the geezer got charged. He's been, what's the official term for him?
He's got been found guilty.
Sentenced,
yeah.
He's been guilty. He's guilty for all charges.
Yeah.
He hasn't been sentenced yet. I think that comes up in 2 months. I think they'll go light on his sentence though. Even though
I think they will. I think they will. They've just done this to keep us quiet.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they could have made him walk. And after all what he's caused at the end of the day.
And even if they said they jailed him, who said they're really going to put him in jail?
Oh, yeah,
he'll go to some recruit, he'll go to some recluse place and be drinking his cocktails and
witness protection
and relaxing,
living the
dream.
dream.
I don't know about that. But
well, you know what? It could be on the flip side. Something to cut you there, Alstallio. It could be on the flip side that he made a lot of white people very angry. At the top, look at them smashing up their businesses and stuff, and politically. So they probably thought, you know what, let's throw the book at this fool because he just made it look even worse. He would have been all right till then.
I do think there's a change. Yeah, that's a thing. He exposed everybody in it.
Yeah,
really, if you look
and they might not like that, so they're gonna they don't care about him. You get me? He's just one white geezer to suffer for everybody. So you're ready to throw the book at him?
That's the crossfire, man.
We'll see.
But yeah, so another thing, so rest in peace, George Floyd. You can rest in peace, really. Now, I don't know what that woman was talking about. He sacrificed his life, though. I don't think he sacrificed anything. You know,
he didn't sacrifice his life. He was a victim of the cruel police force. That's what he was. Wow. Let's call a spade a spade. He didn't sacrifice.
Yeah, he didn't say, kill me, I'm going to do this for the Black Lives Matter movement. He just happened to be the one who died that day.
I want to know what you guys think, because there's some people who seem to bring up his past a lot and say, he was on drugs and he held a gun to a woman's stomach. It's not true.
I'm jumping in there straight away. Even if he was like that, he didn't deserve to die at the hands of the police like that. He didn't deserve it. A criminal is a criminal, but do they deserve to die unless there's some big murderer, serial killer, or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if he was just doing whatever drugs or petty theft or, no, I'm sorry, love, no.
Because back in the, it doesn't, because this is like back in the day when in England in 1788, when they done the convict law, we were sending all the criminals for petty crime to Australia.
And now look at Australia.
Yeah.
Better than England.
You get me?
Backfired.
So they said the best people over there.
They did. The people who was good. Well, you had to be, Annie, because you had to have like goohoolies to be able to go and thief a shit. Because it was only petty crime, like the value of a shilling.
Or sometimes they probably couldn't afford. Remember, sometimes they couldn't afford to feed the family, so they ended up in the poor.
They stole. Yeah, that's why it happened.
And things like that, yeah.
You know what I mean? So can you imagine back in the day, right? Yes, back then it was the Irish. Because
sorry. Go on.
Yeah, it was the Irish then. So can you imagine if we'd been there? It would have definitely been us in Australia. I can name anybody.
We were already there, man.
No chance. No chance. You plugged in the sea.
Yeah, true that.
She would have got mad at us on the journey.
Yeah, but
but you know what? Yeah. I was looking at the statistics of how many people survived an 8-month trip all the way to Australia, and the amount of people that died was nothing compared to how many slaves died when they were being transported over.
Of course.
And I guess it wasn't an 8-month trip either.
No.
So, you know,
3 weeks or something. Or 3 months.
I think it was like that, yeah.
America.
Yeah, from Africa. So, you know.
Anyway, the next big topic this week was obviously the I know it's not really a topic for the ladies, but the football. me and Travesty can talk about this a bit more.
Oh God, terrible.
So basically, all the football teams decided to jump ship, which they've all backtracked on now, and they've all decided to stay.
Because they were threatened.
What's going on? Can you please elaborate? You need to start from the beginning for people who are up to date with it and the listeners.
The top 7 clubs wanted to create a Super League. So 6. Well, I did hear England was 7, but you say 6. Wanted to start a Super League, which only played certain matches at certain times of the year, so they could sort of accumulate more wealth. Yeah. But the FA was having none of that and says, you're not going to start a new league. And if you start a new league, then don't think you're coming back to our league. So what you doing? So Tuesday, the day after, everybody's pulling back and saying, well, obviously the Premiership, the UEFA, all them European Cups they play, the FA, they're thinking they make just as much money doing those. And the fans were disgusted because I think most of the games would have been played in Europe. Alstallio.
I think it would have been all over Europe.
Yeah, so how are you fans from the UK supposed to reach there? They already support very passionately and follow their local clubs. But come on, you know what I mean?
I think what's happened is the teams in England have been told, like, there was like, we want to join this European League now because that's going to generate more revenue.
Of course it is.
But all the leagues, like the Premier League, said okay, or FIFA, UEFA said okay, then you can't play in the domestic league, you can't play in this cup, you can't play in that cup, your players can't play in the World Cup. So
I don't understand why that it could be possible, because it's like it's a monopoly, isn't it? That's what the FA's got then.
Yeah, it's all about money. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's because I was explaining to somebody, I was saying, look, if I wanted to get a season ticket, I couldn't get one because I have to wait a long time for my team. But my team doesn't offer that. I can watch the matches online. You know what I mean? Every week, because obviously FIFA and all these associations, the football association, give the big contracts to the TV, and they say we're only allowed to watch TV through them. You're not allowed to watch football through your own team. They have to go through the TV. Because they got the big contracts. Now, if all these teams, the top 6 sides, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Tottenham, whoever, Liverpool, all said, okay, we're out of this now, they could have streamed all their games on the internet, which means if, for example, Arsenal got 3 million fans, they could offer 3 million fans subscription to all the live games. You know what I mean? But you wouldn't have to go for a TV deal. So that's why they're like, Nah. But like, I heard they got paid off though to come back.
Oh yeah, the big wigs.
A lot of money. It was offered a lot of money to leave.
Really?
Yeah, they were offered like I think it was 3.4 billion to split between the 20 teams.
Oh, we didn't know about money, any?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That would have put my Juventus shares right over the top.
My Juventus shares.
Yeah.
Lazio. There's never Juventus.
I'll buy whoever I think's is available. Juventus is not a bad team. It could be that they win the Champions League.
No, they could, suppose.
Whoever's stammering in the background, could you please calm the noise down? It is very disturbing and distracting.
Yeah.
It's always whiskey and cake. It's always whiskey and cake. Anyway, okay, do we have... we still got some topics from last week, so...
Yes. I think we should talk about Idris Elba. Do you think it's true? Get it up on screen.
Let me get it on screen, yes. Hold on one sec. I'm going to share a portion of this screen. Wait, I'm going to share this screen. Okay. BBC Diversity. Chief says Idris Elba's TV detective Luther isn't black enough to be real because he doesn't have any black friends and doesn't eat any Caribbean food. Who said this? Who said this? who wrote this?
This is fabricated.
Luther got no friends, full stop.
So you're saying to me, if a white person who has just black friends is not white enough?
Exactly.
I don't know, man. And I know when I was growing up in England, obviously, I know there's some black people who don't even cook Caribbean food. They don't know how to cook it.
That's true.
English food, mashed potatoes and roast. I'm like, hold on a minute. It must be black, man.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's terrible.
Sure.
That should be quite embarrassing to any black person who can't cook black food.
Well, if you
What was you doing all your life?
If you was adopted out, you know, you came.
Oh, yeah,
came
true
to,
that. All right, then. I'll give you that. If you was
You was
adopted out, I'll give you the preps. But if you weren't and you grew up with black parents or any kind of colour, you should be able to do the basics.
I don't think that defines. I don't personally think that defines whether you're black enough or white enough. Anyway,
No, I don't think it defines. I
I
think
don't think it should be what you eat or the people you associate with should not be defining you as your skin colour.
yeah.
Because that's what's basically doing, isn't it?
I'm gonna.
You know,
Is Idris Elba married?
he's married.
Wait.
Well, I know
His
he's
name is.
Beyonce or something?
Yes, he's married to a black woman.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it? His name's like Idrissa Ikuna Alba. He's about as black as he gets, man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he's of African heritage, isn't he?
Yeah, and this is his wife,
She's
Sabrina.
20 something, wasn't she?
Yeah. So he's good, man. He's good to go. Just because
She don't look 20.
She's 20.
That's
She was
older than
late 20. She's probably 32 at the when he married her. She was about 29ish.
Oh, then.
Yeah, how old is Idris? So he's like 46.
Mum's age.
Isn't he?
No, he's
Yeah.
he's in his 40s.
Yeah, he was in his
40s,
40s.
47,
Late 40s.
48, 48.
He's like, yeah, he's like 40s. Definitely.
I know, man.
I think they make a good match, a very good match, to be honest.
It's good to go, man. Good to go. So we on this one, we're gonna say, as we're a black podcast, he's black enough, and not because of his TV show. Wait there.
That was just a dumb statement. If you ask me.
I don't know, Luther. Then again, if Luther, who wrote Luther? And did the writers write Luther for a black
I don't
role?
think it may not even be black people behind it writing it.
That's what I mean.
So
So
how
you don't
would
know,
they make
man.
him black enough?
Yeah.
No, I
I'm
don't
guessing
know.
it isn't.
It's just a detective show on the
Mm,
BBC. So I think he just probably was good enough to get the part.
that's it.
Let's just be happy that one of us got through, man. One of us got through.
Yeah. Agree.
Has anyone actually watched Luther?
Yeah,
No.
it's fantastic. It's really, really
Is it good?
good. Yeah,
Alright.
there was a few seasons. Anyway, so yeah, it's worth a watch. Anybody out there
I've
who
never
hasn't watched it yet, watch it. See, don't support your own, do you? Disgraceful. Yeah.
So all
Yeah,
have work. So we can't watch TV programs.
I work 40 hours a week. Still can watch Luther. You get me?
I
Netflix.
don't watch TV programs anyway, so I'm sorry. I'm not going to sign up and get a TV license just to watch Luther.
Oh,
I'm
but
sorry.
you watched all the Chronicles on the Turkish shows, though.
Oh,
Racist.
That's on YouTube?
This is a free world. Entitled to watch what I like. I mean, you know, there's Caucasians that are watching Luther, isn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not a Jamaican program. It's just a detective show.
Exactly. So
It's
why
not
should
anything
I-
to do with race.
But
It's
exactly.
obviously-
So what you said is contradictory because I'm not necessarily interested in detective shows anyway.
All right, then.
I'm
Well,
interested
that's funny. I
real life
remember
crime.
somebody used to watch the crime shows.
Real life crimes that you watch on the crime channels, but I'm not necessarily interested in detective shows. I've done those. I'm not interested in them anymore. I've
I
stopped being
think it's-
interested in them since Starsky and Hutch. And
Yeah.
only the older people understand when I say Starsky and Hutch.
I think it's
and the-
honourable. I think it's honourable that
Yeah, that's
that
honourable.
Mideyah watches Turkish shows. I think it's cool. I think it's cool when
Yeah.
someone like me. I like to watch Korean movies. I love
Yeah,
Korean
right.
movies. I like
Yeah.
the language. I like the way
And
they're made.
Japanese. And
Yeah, I
all
just
those,
like
yeah.
the way they're just better made than American music. movies, if you ask
Exactly.
me.
Alstallio, cut it in there. That was very, very popular among people from the Caribbean islands. They used to love a good kung fu movie. So
Yeah.
they've supported them from day one.
Did you actually, Travis? Have you watched that Korean zombie film? I think it's called Alive or something.
no, I haven't.
It's on
Have you
Netflix. It's pretty good.
Have you watched Train to Busan?
I think I've watched
That's
that's a zombie
good.
film, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's really
That's,
good.
yeah, I like that. I like
Good
that.
film movie,
I
that.
don't-
See, I watch
actually-
these all the time. I always watch movies like that because people post them and then I see them and I'm like, oh, I'll watch that. It's usually karate ones though.
Doesn't it have a bad ending though? They don't really make it, do they? I'm pretty
No,
sure
there's
they
a
don't
number
make it.
2. There's a number 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Need to watch
so I'm
that.
trying to watch that and I think it's on Netflix.
I don't have time to watch that, but I'll try anyway. Train to Busan. I'm sure that's a bad ending, man. Trying to be sad. I'm sure they're trying to get on the train, and as they get on the train, they're just getting like smothered with loads of zombies. I'm sure he does.
No,
I
I'm
can't
sure
remember.
I can't remember. I'm sure he was trying to find his family, weren't he? Or get somewhere.
Yeah, on the train,
On
and
that
at the end.
yeah, and he gets there. He does get there.
Mm. Well, I
It's
think
just
all
to
of
train to Busan. It's to stay alive on the train to Busan. That's the station, I think.
I'll have to watch it again.
I've
Good
heard
movie.
it all.
Good movie. Mm.
Okay,
I've heard it.
okay, so what's the next one we got?
Come on, we need to play a bit of that speech. Is it Kevin? What's his name? The one where
Kevin Samuel.
Yeah, where
No.
I asked the question, is it right for
Can we
the
do something just
individual?
before that? Actually, no. Can we check on the
Go on.
Can we do friends with your ex stuff? And then I'm gonna pull up this Samuel because we can
Oh
link
yes,
it together.
yes. Go on. Let's do the friends with the ex. Who wants to start that off?
Oh my
Is
god.
the thingy? Oh yeah, it was some woman called Soulful Baddie,
Yeah.
Bad Gal Fresh, bad gal Fresh. You know, yo. Who thinks these stupid names? Yo, I'm Bad Girl Fresh.
She's
Don't even want to
fresh,
finish you. No, not even precious or anything, just fresh. You know.
But she
Cried
probably
to
was
my-
only that's what fresh. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so cried to my boyfriend over how much I miss being friends with my ex, and rather than get mad, he held and assured me he'd be a better lover and friend to me. Then went further to take the day off to be with me because he wanted to make sure I was no longer sad. God, I bless. I see your hands. I think that, I don't know. I think that's sweet. To be fair, I don't know. I take
I
it
thought that.
I thought it's
His ex took the day off.
No, the boyfriend.
No, the
current
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
You know why the common boyfriend took the day off? So she go
If I
link the
insecure,
ex.
if I
Oh,
insecure
yeah,
as how
Yeah, honey.
sweating.
Read between the lines. My girl left alone. She'll be texting my ex or TikToking him or whatever
Yeah.
the youngsters do these days. You
In
get
all
me? So-
fairness, there's two sides to look at it. I mean, there is your side, but that he could genuinely have been a nice guy and wanted
No.
to reassure her that he's just as in,
No.
you know, he's the
No.
right one for her.
No.
Why? Why would you say he couldn't be that way?
Because how's this girl with this geezer, right? If she's still really good friends with her ex, why did they even break up if they're still good friends?
I think it's like you just grow apart.
Perhaps she still loves the ex.
There you go then.
Or
If she's
it's not
crying
even
about how
that,
sad
like-
she is, why is she crying over a man, your ex? So obviously, it's contradictory, or it's just fake news or fake foolishness. What
Well,
she's talking.
even if it is fake, it gives you something to think about, though. Because
It
when I
does.
read it, I thought of the fact of like, okay, then she probably misses a certain something or a quality from that person, but didn't
The
like the
dick.
relationship. You know,
Yeah, but I wouldn't
so
be crying. Probably the ex owed her some money.
maybe it was
That's
a
what she's
friendship
crying for.
before as well, and she's really realised that she missed that friendship more than being in a relationship. I don't know. People's
I swear
mind
to, but
at the end of the
really,
day.
all right then. You're thinking like that. Imagine you're the common partner, and your man is crying over his ex. Do you think you're gonna be sitting there thinking, yeah? Come on, let
One
me take it
leak
down for so I
out
can take
door.
it. You get me? Get out.
He'd get what the duck got.
You get me? Get your clothes or whatever you got there and move about your business. About you in here crying tears over your ex. You get me? I don't even want to hear that crap. So yeah. So
I don't know,
no.
man. I feel like
That's
look,
Because you gotta be mutual on this. You can't be just one sided. There has to be both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah.
I feel
so
like
what would you say, Alstallio? What do you think?
All right,
I
if your
feel
ex is
like-
dead, then yeah.
no, I mean, you don't know what
Could've
mean.
been
That's
that.
the thing. You don't know. The ex could have died. It could be any circumstance, you know. So
Yeah.
Well, in that thinking, then
the only
yeah,
thing
you
is the only
should
thing that
support
gives it away is like her boyfriend assured her that he'll be a better lover and friend to him. So that's like a competition element.
him.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like,
You can have
it's
competition.
all right
with
to
dead
miss your
people.
ex. I think it's all right to miss your ex. You know, I think it's fine. You're gonna miss people. That's it. Even if it's
Yeah,
because
that's the
the only
point
thing
I was
that's-
getting at.
the only thing that separates an ex from a friend is the intimacy. That's it. So
Yeah.
you're still gonna miss a friend and an ex the same way. So I think it's sweet what she says, man. I don't know why everyone was cussing. Wasn't a lot of comments on this though.
I bet there would have been.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
get
did
some
Kick her ass
of
to
the
the curb.
negative comments. I think there's some comments in there, I'm sure, was put in there.
Yeah, hold
Who's
on.
And
gonna have some?
the people were quite negative, and I thought, I don't understand why they would be so negative towards the
'Cause-
man when they should have been negative towards the woman. And saying,
Negative towards the
you
man.
Yeah, there was negative towards the man, I think. There was
Towards
saying,
the
it was
man,
basically
right.
saying some toxic masculinity sort of vibe I
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
Oh, where's my wait? Hold on, here it is. So it says here basically, shake my head. Being friends with ex never works out. Just block them and move on. She's essentially saying I'm emotionally attached to someone else. This will always end bad in the long run. I
Hey.
speak about this on my page a lot, all the time now. And
Yeah.
that's just simply. Let's
Look
see.
what she put down. She has no respect, and he has no self-respect.
Yeah,
No, it
it's
isn't,
true.
man. I don't know. I think the guy's evolved to the next level, man. That's what I think. I mean, people who are thinking like this about keeping it on a respect level, they haven't evolved to the next level to
Yeah.
understand what's going on. Yeah, they don't understand what's going on. There is no such thing as any.
A
See, the thing
mature
is,
man, sorry, Alstallio, a mature man or woman would look at it the way you're looking at it.
Well,
Rather
wait
than
there. But you
Go
see
on.
that? How can you think that? Because
No,
you're
no, no.
thinking that. Wait there. You're thinking at it from your point of view. Remember, there's 3 different mindsets in this triangle thing
I'm
going
saying,
on.
no. We're not talking about our mindsets. I'm talking
No,
about
that's what I mean.
that
So
the masses out there.
yes,
They
but
can't all just think like, oh, he's just a jealous boyfriend, or
no, it's not that.
you know what I mean. There's
I
got
don't
to be
think it's
another
that.
side to it.
At the end of the day, right? Yeah, he could be a nice guy, but her ex could be not a nice guy and plays on the fact that she is still bedrooms with him and crying over him and upset and stuff. Because how is your ex still affecting you like that? It shouldn't be. Not to that you're crying in your current relationship, because you should be happy. And if your man has
She's
got to
missing
reassure
something.
you, he's got to what is food cooking? At the end of the
Yeah.
day, right? No,
She's
mum.
missing something
With
in the
that.
current situation.
Yeah, she's missing her ex. Yeah, that's all he's saying. She's not saying, "Oh, I miss going to Blackpool with my ex." Come on, then I'll take you to Blackpool if you will. Let's make new memories. No, she's missing her ex. So I don't care what you say. Out of experience and how you've seen the world turn, just like the first couple of comments, being friends with your ex never really works because it always ends. You always have to end the friendship. Doesn't matter in what you first end it in intimacy, and then further on down the line you will end the friendship, even if it means that you just get out of touch and you know what I mean. You just don't contact each other.
Yeah, but that's only
still
because the old
finish.
I think it's still just down to the old-fashioned ideas, man. That for some reason you can't be friends with someone you got intimate with. That's rubbish.
Because
it's rubbish.
You know why?
You can be friends.
You can be friends.
Ex. The only problem is, will the current or new partner tolerate it?
Yeah, that's it. And normally
And
they've been
will-
indoctrinated with the rubbish.
No, and will the ex know his boundaries or her boundaries? This
That's
is what I
all.
mean, and that's what it is. It's everybody knowing their boundaries, and if because you've had them boundaries crossed before, and it was personal, and you both were consenting adults, one of you somewhere along the line is going to think you can cross those boundaries again. That's what I'm thinking, because it doesn't matter if you say you as the woman are thinking, oh yeah, I could never go out with that person or do anything with that again. Doesn't mean the man's never going to think that or try it on again. That's why you can't. Yeah, and that's why you can't be friends with your ex, because if you've moved on and you're still in that circle, you are potentially leaving yourself open for that to come up, because it is going to come up. If you're man and woman, it's going to come up. Doesn't matter how or when, it's going to come up again. And everybody knows it. We're old and grey enough to know how this world works and how man and woman operate and exes. If you're going to be friends with your ex, do it from a long distance. Even long distance is still dangerous, because they can still put word to you. And then your common person finds out and then thinks you're leading them on because he was the ex. And it's just all gets messy. So just like the comment said, be friends, yeah, move on. But I don't need you in my life. I don't even need you contacting me. If I see you on road, I say safe. But other than that, let's move on. You get me? You don't need to have my number. I don't need to have your number. Don't even need to holly you on Facebook or like anything yours. It's done. Clean break. And
You're,
just play, you know what I mean? No,
enemy
I'm
of
not
the people,
bitter.
man.
I'm not
You're
an
an
enemy of the people. I just think there's a lot of people in this world that you don't need to remain with the people you didn't work out with.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
So, you know.
I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence.
I'm on the fence too. No, actually, I'm more over the side of. I think
You can be friends, but as I said, it won't work if you've got a current or a new partner. And
no, it won't. Never does.
Only if they're jealous. I thought it's all down to jealousy and possessiveness.
Yeah.
And if that's in anyone's side of the relationship, it's gonna go belly up, and that's it. You got to learn to control these emotions. I always say about this. You got to learn to control jealousy and possessiveness. And once you've got that under control, you're good in this world. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Because everything stems from that jealousy and possessiveness. That's what everything leads from. All bad traits, at least.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, so let's move on quickly to this. This geezer, Kevin Samuels, is a legend.
Can you please play the clip?
Yeah, I'll play the clip. Wait,
and then we can discuss it.
Okay.
If you ranked yourself, honestly, if you ranked yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank? Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality. I'm in reality.
You're not in reality. If you're gonna be a 10, we can end this. Because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So what are you betting?
You're not okay, man. Check the attitude. Check the attitude. Let me just go ahead and say this. This bullshit that's running around with black women, they call yourself a 10, never say you don't. That is some of the most destructive psychobabble that's going around.
Oh, sorry, man.
That's exactly what I did. That was my reaction when I watched it.
I agree with you.
Could you be saying you're a 10? How do you come to that conclusion?
Well,
isn't that like confidence though? Isn't that like self-confidence?
No, that's overrating yourself. I don't think you personally should say you're a 10. I think
that's true.
You should allow other people to say that.
Yeah.
Because when you say yourself,
narcissistic.
You're narcissistic, and you are definitely overrating yourself. Because then you won't see the reality when people are looking at you in a different way. That shows that you're definitely not a 10. So it is self-destructive.
It is, because you go around living in a bubble like you're elite.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what it's like? It's a nice one to break it down if you've got any male listeners out there. It's like you're a Skoda trying to say you're a Mercedes.
Yeah.
When you run, or you're a Skoda. And you'll never be a Mercedes.
Let's not say Mercedes, let's say Rolls Royce, because I think that's slightly higher than Mercedes.
Oh, yeah. But Mercedes is up there, isn't it? But Skoda is still, even though their engines are good, the same as VW, they're still rated as not a nice looking car. So, and everybody knows when you see a Mercedes, most of them are nice looking cars. Yeah. So it's like that.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't be so self-absorbed till you think you're a 10. I think
I agree with you with that. Yeah. It's nice to have self-confidence to a certain extent, because even if you grow up in life being told you're attractive and you sort of believe it and everything, I still think when people ask you how do you rate yourself, I was to say a 5 or a 6. Just make it neutral.
No.
You know what?
Don't have a number at all. Say
no. If somebody asked you 1 to 10, if you said 1 to 10, and you had to give, you just say I'm a 5. Simple. I'm in the middle, medium. Not too crisp, not too ugly. I'm just getting along in life. So
I would just say I don't need to rate myself. You don't need to rate yourself.
All right then. People rate food. They rate food. You need to rate yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, so ladies, what is a 10 then? What would you guys consider?
Who would I consider a 10?
Did you hear what he said? The supermodel.
Yeah, that one who Victoria's Secret one.
And some of them are definitely not 10s either.
No, that's what I was gonna say.
No, they're not all 10s. No.
Exactly.
Supermodel, what is a supermodel? That's what I want to know.
Exactly. I don't know what they mean. A supermodel, because
supermodels
aren't necessarily attractive.
Super clothes.
They've just got the tallness and the shape for what the designers need to wear their clothes and show off their clothes. So you can't really say a supermodel is equal to beauty, because that's not necessarily true.
No, I agree with you.
There's some strange looking women and men out there that are models.
Mm.
And scary
Any?
looking ones too.
Yeah, believe that. But yeah, definitely.
Why?
But she's probably a 10 in her mum's eyes. So, you know what I mean? Because, you know, all
No,
parents will
she's a
pick up
10
their
in her
kids.
own eyes. Did you hear what she said? I'm a 10. It's her eyes.
Yeah, but somebody's told her somewhere along the line. You're a hot girl.
Herself, when she looks in the mirror, she's telling herself and convinced.
Well, it's probably the amount of likes she's got.
Not a 10.
I'm gonna see. Okay, so I've pulled up a list of women who are considered. Well, that's what Google says. These are women who are probably considered supermodels.
Let me see these monsters.
They're not monsters. There's a good variety in there. I would never say.
Yeah.
I would say at least half of them are not. At least more than half of them are not 10s. At least
No, I'd
half
say
of
half of
them
them are 10s. I'd say half
I
of
would
them
say-
are 10s.
I don't know. I wouldn't say half. Of
Oh,
them
I
are
can see
10s,
that
I'd
British
say.
boxer.
Which boxer?
Yeah.
I can see Tyson Beckford. I don't know why he comes in as a supermodel. We're talking female supermodels.
Oh, no,
But,
Tyson Beckford. He's
I know
definitely
you
a
like the
10.
one in the mustard, Alstallio.
Yeah, she's my 10. Yeah.
Can hear it in your
This one,
voice.
yeah. This one, yeah.
Yes, no, she I would look at and say is a 10.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, she's a 10.
definitely.
I know you're going to save that as your screensaver.
I mean, if I was gonna say, I think she's probably a 10. If I could see her more. She
Yes,
looks
because
great.
she's natural.
Yeah, yeah.
Naturally nice looking.
Well,
Yeah.
my girl might look like that. She might have had an off day on her makeup day.
She might be a
Yeah.
10. She might be a 9.
She's a. No, she looks like beautiful from
Oh, yeah.
Yard.
Wait, was it from? No, wasn't it? You got served.
Yeah, yeah. You got served. Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's what apparently is a 10, or at least some supermodel, shall I say? That's a supermodel. Okay, should we do one more topic?
Go on then, pick it. We want to know the updates of your favourite topic.
Oh, coronavirus.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, there was. I know. Actually, you guys actually have saying that. Thinking about this, there was a video last week that you guys posted, obviously, and it went something like this.
You want something like this?
Oh, there's no sound, but I couldn't believe I was seeing the lines for the pubs.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh my god, that was horrendous.
Yes.
People was in there from 12 minutes past 1. I mean, 1 minute past 12. I could not believe it.
Earlier than that, 17 minutes past 8, I heard. I thought, what?
No,
you doing
because
on
they
the
weren't
laptop?
allowed to. No, I'm talking about. Remember, it was the 12th, so it was the 12 o'clock on the 12th of midnight, the morning, AM. That's because remember they weren't allowed to do it before that. So the people were queuing up, and I was like, "You're drinking beer at midnight."
Who's got for? No, I mean midnight's alright, but who goes for a beer at 8:17 in the morning?
That's
what
crazy.
I found strange was, are you telling me that the beers and the spirits that they sell in the supermarkets are different from the ones in the pub?
I think so, because draft.
Weren't they buying those when pubs were locked down?
They were, but it's draft, isn't it? So I don't know. It must be colder than the fridge can get it. Who knows? I've never tasted a beer. Sorry, listeners. I'm not a beer or lager drinker, so I don't know what it tastes like. It just
there was just sort of beer connoisseurs. I mean, beer does taste disgusting. To be fair, I think lager's slightly better, but I like
lager's better. Definitely.
I think it's nice. Is that the one like what's made from apples? Which is that? Cider.
That's cider.
Cider. That's nice.
That's a UK drink.
They call that chav drinks, don't they? It's called
it's a tramp juice. Tramp juice.
Well, it used to be
£1.
But then they've made it like because so many different brewers have jumped on now, and they know that's the only way to get women and probably younger people to drink their beer, because nobody, I don't know, drinks that crap anymore. But yeah, cider's nice. Cider is nice because it comes in passion fruit flavors. It's really nice. So yeah.
I don't know about that, man. Anyway, so yeah, people are rushing back. I hear that you guys have got it good. We're going back into we're under curfew at the moment, so we're not allowed to go out till after 9. And you guys are almost pretty much like, I couldn't believe it. I saw you guys got the feed parks. Feed parks are open. You know, obviously the pubs are open. You guys are going out.
Got a fair.
You got a fair. And
Yes,
me,
yeah, they're open, yeah.
everything here is closed. Everything is closed.
Well, wait there.
Still,
I'm sure every time I go over there, everything looks closed anyway. It always looks closed. I'm thinking, how does this country even like survive?
you always go on a weekend. That's why.
How is it? All right then.
Yeah. On Sunday, everything's closed. But the thing is, it's like I'm really jealous. I'm jealous. No, I envy you guys because I'm like, man, you know, I'm hoping I can come across in July because I'll be able to have a little bit of summer because I don't think anything will be even ready here by July to be even open.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
slow with they're slow with the vaccine. They're too
Oh,
slow
are
with it.
they?
Yeah. I think you guys are almost all done with at least one vaccine now. Everybody,
Yeah.
where we've got like only 8% of the population.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they said apparently it's going to pick up over the next couple of weeks now because they've got in like a new batch coming in and everything should be all right.
All right then.
I like the way to say that everything could be all right. Din, din,
Yeah.
din.
It ain't gonna be all right though. You know, the new variation's gonna come. You know, I know a girl who's just flown to Brazil. He's in Brazil meant to be like falling
Yeah.
into itself. And then I see this girl like all happy, like I'm in Brazil. I'm like, hold on a minute, wait. I'm being told this thing. And you're on a plane. I thought planes weren't even flying.
Oh God, who knows? Every country's got their own thing going on, ain't they?
It's true because what you call it, my granddaughter's friends up from Belgium and she's come over and they said yes, you have to take the test and have a negative test to come across. And then you have to quarantine. But as she quarantined, did you come? No chance.
Really?
They said that Jules was gonna
She's
check.
from Belgium. She's come over and she's staying a few extra days too.
I don't believe it, man. I'm scared.
Yeah.
No, because that's
You know, and-
working.
You
Yeah,
need
but
to
the thing is-
find out and research how you do when you're driving it because I think it's more of a problem flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
driving's
driving's fine.
He came across on the Eurostar.
Yeah.
No.
You
Well,
know,
I took my
so-
first COVID test anyway the other day.
Oh,
It
what's
came
it
up
like?
obviously, I offered
Nose
it to
or
everyone
throat?
at work through the nose. I had to I put this swab up my nose and I pulled out
Yeah,
the biggest bogey I've ever seen, man. I was like, yo,
really?
I was like, I looked at it, I was like, that's got COVID on it. I don't care what anyone says, but that's full of
Oh.
COVID.
And did you send it into them?
No, he's one of them
I
self
would've done.
tests. He's one of them self
Trigger
tests.
warning.
Oh,
So I put it in this little container thing with a bit of liquid in there, and I dropped it onto that. Like I dropped a few drops onto the test. It's like a pregnancy test, and then I waited for literally like quickly sped to the C. Well, I guess it's when it's a CT, it's positive, but it was negative. So I was like, great,
yeah.
this is awesome.
should've
And I've kept it.
And show them.
I've got the bogey here, right, sitting here now, man.
Oh,
That's
It's turned
disgusting.
It's turned into a little man now. I'm like, wait.
All of them.
Oh no. That's probably Alstallio's fourth child.
And you
Yeah.
I'm
gonna-
full of ambition. We will be
Oh, you right?
close,
So come on. Ooh,
come
All right,
come
on.
All right, I take that as a cue then. Okay. I don't know what you're saying that. No one listens to my bogey. I just
No.
want to tell you about my bogey.
No.
No thank you, get singing.
Over and over.
Oh, God.
We will be fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you put a swab up your nose, that goes that far up your nose. You're gonna pull out stuff. Yeah, man. You pull out.
Nothing's gonna come out your brain.
Hey.
Hey, oh
All
my
right,
God.
I'm sorry. I
Let's
apologize
get
for our
some tissue
listeners.
on there. God's sake. I'm gonna be sick.
Anyway.
I'm gonna just have a dinner.
All right, Pudding, start us off this week.
Blessings from Jar. Big up Jar. That's all I can say.
Not Rasta got soul.
Yeah, Rasta
Oh.
got soul.
And I want to say, before Alstallio says Travesty, I want to say, introducing the bogey man for next week.
And I want to say, you can always use some of the nasal cream the doctor's given me if you think you need it. You bogies.
You guys are mean. You guys are mean. You guys are mean. All right, guys. Thanks for doing the show again. It was a great show.
Yeah.
We'll talk next week.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Okay, listeners. Bye, bye, bye.
Ooh, come on. to lose if us is what we choose. Love's the prize at the end. We will have each other forever if that's what we